So recently I made a video about how I was able to quit my job at 40 and go all in on YouTube full time. Overall, that video was received rather well, but there were some people who straight up told me that I must be lying and that's impossible. I find it all wild, but is actually the perfect example of the biggest misconception about YouTube and earning money on here. People look at your views, they do some quick AdSense math, and then they think they got your whole business figured out. But guys, YouTube income is not just about views. If you've been on my channel before, you know this. You should know this by now. There's so many ways to make money on here. There's affiliate sponsorships, coaching, products, email, trust, and the tiny group of people who are watching YouTube for a very specific reason. What I'm realizing though too is that people that make these kinds of comments, they have not made their own YouTube channel. They have no evidence. They haven't been able to succeed. It's just wild to me that they decide that they're an expert in YouTube and have accurately assessed my channels. So today I'm gonna just pull back the curtain on the part that people can't see from the outside. If all I were doing was AdSense, then the naysayers would be totally correct. It's true. So on my main channel, the last 28 days, 300 something. This is an ADHD channel, 400 something. Okay, so we're at 700. And then my baby channel, which is this one, like almost 300. So we're at like $1,000 in AdSense for a month. This channel, look at this. It was at 1,000 subscribers maybe 2 weeks ago, but then that one freaking video went viral or whatever, and that's why we're here now. That's true. If all I was doing was chasing views, these are sad. I don't have a lot, like 80,000. On my main channel, 66,000 because I didn't post anything for a whole month except this one short. My video before that was like 43 days ago, but I still made a bunch of affiliate income in June. Even though I didn't post on my main channel, I've made so much evergreen content that I still was able to make money. Right now when I'm filming this is the beginning of July, and I just got my commission information for June. It's actually like over $6,000. Let's look how much I was paid in June for like May commission, okay? That was $7,000. Here's the confirmation of it going into my bank. It's from a company outside of the US. That's just one affiliate. Here's some more affiliates, other futon brands. One of them was paying me every week in June. That's not even half of what I made for June. And this is not a brag, guys. This is just systems that I've built over the past 2 years. And I have so much evergreen content and all of them are working for me even when I'm not able to work. So all of this to say is that if everything was about AdSense, you'd be totally right. AdSense, it's just the tip jar, honestly. And that's why I actually quit YouTube the first time that I had to go at it. I quit after a year and a half because I was only getting like $50 in AdSense. And I was like, is this it? No one taught me that there were other ways I could have been making money already when I had 2,000 subs. If I already knew what I know now, I could have been making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars back then. But I was making 50 because all I was told is that I needed to just keep growing. I needed to just blow up. I needed to just have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And once I get to that point, then I can make a decent living or like enough to replace my full-time income. And if I had waited for that, obviously I would still be waiting. If we look at this video, I made this like almost 90 days ago for one of my futon brands that I have an affiliate link with. It's one of my newer ones. If you look, it's only got 29,000 views and it's only made $110 in AdSense. So that's not even enough to pay an editor. That's why like I edited my stuff for like ever. But the good thing is it actually helped to get a lot of subscribers. But this same video, like this was the first video I did with this futon brand. In the first month of putting this video out, I'm pretty sure that we had around $3,000 together. It was either April or May, but I will find the exact number and confirmation, the pay stub, whatever. I will put it up there. That was just for 1 month. And then the next month, it was like another 2,000 or something. So that's one of these futon brands. That's like how you make money with this amount of views. And then actually how much money I made with this other futon brand, this was at the beginning of the year, okay? 100,000 views, have only earned not even $600 on it in AdSense, but I've earned so much in commission, like, and that's the one that just in June, at least 3 payouts, at least $6,000. It's possible, guys. So I get it. People think my income is fake because they're doing the wrong math. That's all there is to it. There's just so much other math that's going on behind the scenes. You can't judge any channels by what you see on the outside. There's just so much more, guys. The main reason that it's working is because of YouTube search. People are actively searching for futon stuff. They are interested in floor sleeping. It's so niche, but there's a market for that, and I'm just here to help. I provide a lot of information about authentic Japanese futons, about floor sleeping in general. That's what I do. I've just built that up. No one else is talking obsessively about it the way I am. People don't even watch necessarily that long, right? There's a few people that make it to the end here. This was my filibuster one. I was going all ham on this one because it's 30 minutes and I was just geeking out because it was the first time I tried an authentic Japanese futon, but there's people that care about that stuff. So yeah, I made follow-up one to that. Yeah, everyone's lying. Everyone's still lying. I just have 2. That's pretty much. And then like, I think there was like a pain-free 8,000, 20,000, and still under 150,000. And I even have a comparison one. And this one didn't do do so well, in general, it's underperforming, but those 5,000 views are so valuable because there's people that are interested in 2 different brands that I've tried. And so I'm just giving them an overview and giving them the chance to decide for themselves, seeing them side by side. That's just what I'm offering to people. Who else is gonna have 2 different brands and be able to do that? I got $35. I can't track it directly all the time, but I'm sure this is just adding to my passive income in a sense. Like, you make the video and you just let it live there. People who want it, find it. See, even this one, YouTube search, guys, 193 views, but these are valuable views for people who are looking to learn more about this stuff. And I'm also getting a lot of views from external, which is Google. Yeah, that's the other thing, guys. Here, we gotta show you that too. If you search futon, try it out. It could be different on your Google, but on my Google and other people's Googles, I have found out, oh, who's this dude? Best futons for sleeping? All right, well, that's not true, but that means I need to do a video like that. Here I am. I'm there, what nobody tells you. I spent months testing Japanese futons. The truth about Japanese futons, these are all me. I'm a little disappointed that I'm a little lower here, but I'm gonna work on that. That's because I did futon in general. But what about Japanese futon? Oh, there I am. I'm not Japanese, but here you go. Then we got some other people, but then here I am again. They're like other people, but whatever. Here I am. Oh no, that's not me. Okay, I'm not down here. Oh, there I am. But I'm just saying, guys, there's a reason. You just have to find your own thing. Something you can geek out about. There's a hole in the market. You provide value to people. You test out different products that you're genuinely using in your life. If people are just actively looking for this kind of stuff, they're actively searching for Japanese futons. If you can show up, that's how you win. It's different than being like a casual viewer who's just kind of browsing YouTube and doesn't have a real purpose. Maybe that's why certain channels that have a lot of viral videos, mostly more like entertainment, things like that, that's not what I'm searching for. I'm not trying to follow trends or anything. I'm just trying to help people with a real problem that they have. And with that, I could have a 300 view video. It's very sad in the beginning, but then later on it becomes very amazing. Like, so for instance, over here, I've got this old video that I did of a comparing desks or whatever, which one is better. Yeah, this guy. I have to tell you about this one because I was so sad. I put in so much effort to compare 2 desks and this thing was not doing very well for the first how many months. But now look, this is like almost a year later. You may say, oh, it's just 12,000 views. I've made so much in commission for both of these floor desks. There's 2 floor desks in here and I really need to finish my 3-way floor desk comparison because I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in the world that has the 3 floor desks still. External, that's Google search. And then we've got YouTube search. People are actively searching for these products and finding out all they can before they make a purchase. And these all cost a decent amount of money. It's compounding. It's paying me back months later. For one of my floor desks, I got $1,500 in commission for June. Here's a receipt for that. It's not the quantity of views, guys, it's the quality of views. The next thing that makes this all even more confusing when it comes to view counts is what you can do with coaching. On this channel, I was actually able to get one of my first clients. So I've actually been doing group coaching for over a year at this point. And at the beginning of this year, I was trying to figure out whether I could actually do one-on-one coaching. I actually hired a business coach to mentor me in creating my own offer. And initially I thought it'd be something to do with like, I don't know, floor life. But he told me straight up, he's like, you have so much experience with YouTube at this point, you should do one-on-one coaching. Honestly, I didn't believe in myself enough at that point. I had that glass ceiling, right? Now I don't have that glass ceiling anymore, but he helped me to break through that glass ceiling. Shout out to David Bolin. He's amazing, okay? He convinced me to just try out, just start offering it on my channel, because who knows, right? Like, and no matter what, it'd just be a chance for me to connect with my viewers and see really more of what they need, like what could help them best. If you're looking at this channel now, maybe it's got 6,000, 7,000 subscribers, something like that. 2 weeks ago, it only had like 1,000 subscribers. It was very slow growing, but it didn't matter. Before it blew up with that one video, I had already made like $19,000 with my coaching offer on the small channel. And I was actually sad. I was actually kind of sad that it blew up because now my numbers are not as good. But it didn't matter that I had a small channel. What matters was the quality of the views. And someone watched one of my videos. It only had like 100 views at the time. Someone watched it and it resonated with them. So they booked a call with me and we were just vibing on the call. We probably talked for over an hour and a half and she was like, I want to work with you. So that was my first one-on-one client that I booked directly through my channel and it was for $3,000. And when that happened, it's like, it changed my paradigm, honestly. It just changed how I walk through the world moving forward because like, I know that I am capable and that I can help people. And I had already done some one-on-one coaching on a smaller scale previous to that. So like, it was just putting it out there in the world on the YouTube and seeing that I was able to make $3,000 $30,000 from a 100 view video, that was a whole other level unlock, basically. And yeah, I love working with my one-on-one students. It's been so fun because we're focusing on how to monetize from the get-go, how to put systems in place already so that if you do blow up or one of your videos does really well, you already have something in that video that's making you money, right? But if you have nothing, you have no call to action, you're not collecting emails, you don't have an offer, then you're missing out. It doesn't matter if you only have 100 views or if you have 100,000 views. Yeah, like my one video that blew up had over 100,000 views, but that's not the video that has been booking me additional one-on-one clients. I actually prefer my videos that have lesser views because the seriousness of those viewers, there's something to be said for that. That's gonna be a video for another day. Like, people are gonna be like, oh, you're being so disingenuous, talking about you don't wanna go viral. All right, next, please note that you don't have to be like super big to get decent sponsorships or partnership. It's not just for big channels. On my first channel, I got my first sponsorship at like 4K subs. I'm sure I could have got one sooner if I knew what I was doing, but I didn't, so okay. But on my second channel, I got my first sponsor at like 1,000 subs. Honestly, it's just being able to prove that the quality of your viewers is what that sponsor needs. I don't work with many sponsors, like they have to totally align with my channel for me to consider. I prefer affiliates because there's no deadlines. Like I could just post as I see fit. I have a thing with deadlines. If you follow my other channel, AudiHD, then you would know. You would know why. I'm very selective with sponsors and they are nice. A lot of them do want a certain amount of views, so you have to decide. Like for me, I talk about how I'm able to have views forever and ever. Like through YouTube search, through Google search, I show that I have staying power, that I'm gonna show up in search over time and that it's an investment. And that's why it's not all about going viral or trending. It's about just planting the seeds and then over time, it will continue to bear fruit. That's what's happened with my floor futons, my floor desks. Like a lot of my videos underperform for those, but then over time, it's magic. This is the grand total of what I was paid in June. Is this good right here? All right. And yeah, those were all the screenshots. That's all the proof. If it's not enough for some of you guys out there, I mean, you watched to this point in the video, so whatever. But for those of you who want to know that this is possible, it is very much so possible. You have to put in the work to build it up over time. This did not happen overnight. I've been making videos about floor sleeping for at least 2-3 years now. No single stream has to be massive because they're just all working together. I would just say, consider asking a different question. Like, stop asking, how can I get more views? Start asking, who am I making this video for? What problem can I solve for them? And if this video helps them, where can they go next? What do they do next with that info? So if you sell coaching, make videos that are helpful to people who are looking for coaching or more guidance. If affiliates is your bread and butter, make videos that help buyers make a decision. If you want sponsorships, create proof that your audience actually is invested and they care and that they take action. A small channel cannot afford vague content. And this is why I was able to quit my job for YouTube at 40, because it wasn't about getting as many views as possible. It was about creating content that had staying power. I didn't have like a bunch of videos go viral or anything. I just figured out several different ways to make money on here. I really don't need to convince strangers in the comments that they're wrong, but what I do want to make sure is that small creators out there are not limiting themselves based on learning the wrong version of how to make money on YouTube. So if you've ever looked at a small channel and thought like, how are they making that type of money with that amount of views? I really hope that this helped pull back the veil. It's not magic and it's not lying. It's just, there are so many things happening behind the scenes that just are not available public knowledge. Of course, YouTube wants you to care so much about AdSense because that's how they're making money with all their sponsors and ads, whatever, all of that, right? And giving you a fraction of it. But the real money is in trust. It's in affiliates, it's in coaching, it's in sponsorships. It's in solving a specific problem for a specific person. If you want to learn more about the different ways that I make money on here that are not AdSense, I do have a free email course, 8 days, 8 ways to make money. There's a link in the description below. And if you want me to help you with your channel and figure out what you need to work on, I do offer one-on-one coaching. I also do group coaching with my mentor. We're currently running a year-long program. That 2 links are down below too. If this made YouTube money seem more attainable for you, I hope you'll consider subscribing. This is the kind of content that I make for small creators, especially people over 40 that are looking into their second act, all that good stuff. I'd love to have you along for the ride as I share this, discover this for myself. And if you like this one, YouTube is telling you that you might like this too. Okay, bye-bye.